Greetings, fellow interstellar travelers. Rhadamant here. Thank you for tuning in to Ostranauts. Episode 40, firing up the torch drive. Can you install rotors on an RCS ship? Yeah, you could. It's pretty easy to take the ferry once you're on Venus, though. So unless you have a reason to descend, like, maybe don't. My 2 cents. Nominative determinism for Gang McDonald? Yes. Well, his name was Gang, and, well, he committed to it. That's for sure. Do we want to be able to play video games while on the can? I'm going to go with yes. I can't get to it. Never mind. I'll put it somewhere else. I mean, ultimately, the transponder's in a really dumb spot. I'll probably have to clean up some of the floor, so I'll just drop that for now. We can move things around once we're in transit, too. We don't have to do that now. That's my fault. Technically, there's outputs of the CO2 scrubber around the CO2 scrubber. It outputs oxygen, and I blew up an ox bottle. It didn't pressurize my ship all that much, so it was stupid, but not fatal, because there's not a lot of volume in the oxygen bottle. They don't even want it. Here, my gift to K-Leg. I miss you. Bye. So we got the meals. I'll do one more supply cart. Why no fridge? I don't need a fridge. I'm sure my food will... I don't know. Maybe the food will spoil too quick. I'll put a fridge in. We already have exercise equipment, FYI. So we'll go back to Sundries, buy the fridge for all the street food I just bought. Stick it in the fridge. And then we'll be on our way. Am I missing it? Oh, I'm missing grav pens. And I need to sell my old ship. Don't uninstall the floor. Stop it, stop it, stop it, stop it. I already hit stop. Hey, it actually worked this time. You... I was hoping he had more loose food. Buying a little bit more loose food. Let's see what our fence has. Purple coveralls again. Okay, nope. Let's go over to the commerce. And buy some grav pens and sell some... sell the ship, the other ship. $38,000. Send to the barter zone. That's fine. Or 16,000. Did the barter zone fill up? Oh, not enough space to transfer to me? Wait, I didn't want it. Stupid. I said barter zone. Dummy. Send items to barter zone. Thank you. Oh, it drives me crazy. Alright, that's done. Yeah. Maybe a splint just in case something bad happens. Who knows? Bartender. Oh, you know what? My inventory is so full, I don't think I can fit more. Well, I can send it to the barter zone. There we go. So I bought a bunch of food, have water already. Shipbroker. Curious what 2.6. Okay, poll the audience. Bye. You were wonderful. I'll miss you, but I'm happy to have the money. So we have almost a mil now. Ship rating. I'm sort of curious. I don't think it's probably changed very much. And then we'll be off. Maybe I'll buy hygiene packs. Normally I wouldn't, but just to conserve water, I could. So yeah, nothing really here has changed. It's a C4E. E is bad, but whatever. It doesn't have a lot of thrusters, and it's massive, I know. You know what? I'm just gonna buy one more flask instead of... No, barter zone. Barter zone. Thank you. Okay. I can't think of anything left to do. I think we've done it all. So here is the inquiry about citizenship. And we have enough for a skilled labor visa. I mean, just me, but it's 750k. Now they're not selling them here at K-Leg. So if we went to Venus and bought a visa, we could buy a visa for K-Leg and then become a citizen of K-Leg. So that's what I want to do, and we do have enough money now. If we take a gig to make a whole bunch of money while we get there, then I'm not like dipping into savings. So that's what I intend. So we have a ship full of junk. I do need to install that that refrigerator. But we can start sorting the loot while we're in transit. I don't need to do that right now, because there's plenty of time to do it while we're in transit. My only worry is I don't have enough grav pens. I guess we'll see. Buy backpack if there is any. I could check. Oh, I need to pick this up too, because it could help me condense a whole lot of stuff. I don't have a lot of storage in this ship. I wanted the most efficient space storage and didn't compromise on that, for better or for worse. You feel like that's a lot of grav pens? I mean, maybe. It might be. I'm not sure about that. Okay, so we are set up there. Good. In the fridge, let's put none of the flasks. Let's put the vendor food. If you really wanted to do this on a budget, of course you could, so I have space for, like 4 more stacks of vendor food, so I'm gonna buy a little bit more vendor food. If you were on a budget, what you could have done is, like, scavenged a lot of this stuff, rather than just bought it like I did. So that's... But, you know, haste makes waste, and I'm hasty, so I'm wasting. It's fine. We have the money. And it's not like I'm gonna owe that much salary to Megan. Where is Megan anyway? She like she's gone. He's like, oh, Venus. No thanks, bye. I quit. And yeah, your like crewmates can quit, if you're wondering. Okay. Sending her to go sleep. It is 13. So I'll take first shift. Even though I'm more tired. But neither of us are, like, particularly tired. So the one last check for if there's, like, nesting backpacks or anything like that. I don't want smart crates, though. We still don't have access to the compression leggings. That just hasn't been offered. Which is too bad, but oh well. Nope. Nothing for storage. I'm going to save, pick up the gig, and we'll be off. So, pre-departure. You were grabbing every backpack you found in a derelict? It's not a bad idea. If you have a big enough ship, you can deal with that. I just, as a personal preference, don't like to nest storage unless it's like an installed. So. I feel like the Eldritch Jack is, No, but that's honeypotting. I feel like that's also probably at Venus, given the payout. It's the same payout, so I feel like it's also a Venus gig. It almost certainly is. Wait, my gigs... So I have a gig for Porto. Oh, there's another gig for Porto. This one. Oh, that's the original one. Wait, my gigs are what now? I'm confused. Game. So it is locate Daniel Sheriff Booker and locate Gang McDonald. So I have two gigs. I don't want to develop a fake romantic relationship. I'm just going to side against that. And I don't think any of these others are Venus. So we're good. I have two gigs. And it's definitely one of these situations where if you're trying to min-max it, you could only depart once you have like a sufficient amount of gigs and then go. That's not entirely unreasonable. Okay. I think we are all set. So gigs received. I'll make sure Megan's on the ship, because that'd be pretty dumb. And then we're pushing off. We're torch driving. What determines payout range received for those? Speed. The faster you do the gig, the better the payday. So, if you do it within 1 day, 2 hours, which is really not that reasonable, it's the 800K. 2 days, 5 hours, it's the 400K. 4 days, 11 hours, it's the 200K. And then, you know, if you do it within 8 days, it's the 100K. So you can kind of see them match up. I wish it was a little bit more visually obvious. All right, so Megan is on the bed. Good. Good. Oh, we have bugs. Okay. Debug. What a way to start a trip. With a buggy nav. And yeah, you can't ferry from K-Leg there. To Venus. I mean, you have to torch drive. And that's why the payout's good. Because it's kind of far away. It's a good omen, surely. Oh god. Yeah, I think we're set. I think before I do this, well, no, we'll be in transit. Do I owe anyone any money? Nope. I forgot to check that first. Let's go. Updating. Torch, drive, burn to Venus. Orbital. And I'll be taking the grav pens while in transit. Right when we get to the wake zone. So we need to get outside of this orange circle in order to do the burn. And let's just... Okay, I don't see anything actually physically in front of us in terms of derelict ships, so I'll get up to about 500 and cut the engines. Now, what is there for me to do on this ship? I don't want to start, like, rigorously exercising. So I'm going to pick up 2 grav pens, one to take now, one to take later. And then I'm going to move over to Megan. And this is so that the high G maneuvers don't, like, kill us. Like, actually kill us. Not exaggerating, like, physically we could die. Blood not get into our brains. High G. So, very important to take these things. Our needs right now are met. I'm a little bit more tired, but I'll go to sleep once we are in transit. I don't think there's really anything else to do. I mean, the ship is in pretty good working order. And we just have to wait until we're outside of the wake zone. I'm going to start the engine up once we get a little bit closer to... you know what? I could start it up now, I guess. Let me just make sure we're not going to slam into anything, because we're moving pretty fast. Yeah, okay. We are not likely slamming anything. Good. So let's start up the reactor. And I want to close this door. Actually, you know what? Yeah, no, I could close this door. So, yeah, okay, that's fine. Power bus battery. Wait for the capacitor to charge. It's already charged because I did that last time. I don't need a core purge. It's fine. Line. Pellet feed. Cryo. Fuel reg. Field coils front and back. Generator. And ignition. And once it's stable, you'll see the fuel come down because it's feeding fuel into the reactor, and then it will stabilize. It's running safe, running steady. Charge batteries. It's on. So if we do get a strike back here, this will vent out. If you get a strike up here, this will vent out. They're separate sections, and I'm keeping them separate now. Oh, don't tell me we blew another bottle. There's no bottles around here. I see the core temps normal. I kind of feel like the reactor's being angry or something. So I don't see any of these cans as an issue. Oh, yeah, I should disconnect the spare battery. True. Let's open up this auto vent. Reactor, are you acting up? No, you're nice and stable. Running smooth. Running good. I don't know what the creaking was. Nothing ruptured. Oh, no, I have a bottle here. God dang it. I need to keep my ox bottles way the heck away from my CO2 scrub. Okay. Whatever. It's fine. Checking in. We are almost out of the wake zone. Man, that is a lot of ships around K-Leg. Holy moly, is that money? Just, of course, we're leaving it behind. I'll burn a little bit more. Yeah, I bought 2 bottles and I blew them up. That's exactly right. I don't want to use up too much of my RCS fuel, but alright, here we go. So here's how to plan a trip, a transfer burn. Game has to be paused. Zoom all the way out, pick where you want to go, and make sure there's not, like, stuff between you and target, because you'll have a bad time. So set it to map control so you can do the panning. I think they did change it so that you can middle mouse drag. We want to zoom in and head to the Venus orbital, because that's the only target that we can pick. So Venus orbital station is selected. Plot course. And now we can change, before we start burning actually, let's take the gravs. Inject beds. And you'll have to wake up for a second to inject beds. Alright, then you can go back to sleep. So if we take a right click here, we used Gravazine. So we have a higher high G tolerance for it. So Venus orbital is our current target. And game's paused. We plot course. We can change the acceleration limit, which will change the duration of the trip significantly. So, like if we did a almost 2G, it's 71 hours. And we also want to be within our reactor use. In this case, because we took Gravazine, I'm going to go a little bit faster. I'm going to do a just shy of 4G burn. It also means that in the case of an emergency, we're going to move around like slugs on the ship because it's so you know, we're so kind of like smushed. I'm also going to my drift phase, I'm going to reduce so that we're using most of our reactant fuel to get there. And it will take about 2 days. And the sooner we get there, the better our payout. Plot course. Course engage. And then unpause. Womp. We're now under heavy acceleration to Venus orbital station. Torch burn! So as you can see, I can barely move. So when our ship takes impacts, you know, it will take a long time to get there. Sort of the idea here is we are turtling in the center compartment and only really dealing with impact strikes if they compromise the functionality of the ship. Otherwise, hell with it. Let the outside vacuum out because we are sealed in here and we have our suits. Megan, you're up. so that I could go to sleep. She's not very happy. The max tolerance is heavily depends upon a bunch of factors, but one of the main ones is whether you're in Gravazine or not, but also like other health conditions and compression pants and things of that nature. So it changes. But like usually around 6 Gs, you pass out. But like around 5 Gs, you can't move anymore, so you can't maintain your ship anymore. So I generally don't go to the max. Should I turn off the pumps in the outer shell? Probably yes. And I'm moving around at 16 times speed. That's why it looks like I'm actually moving. So that one's off. And I'll turn this off too. How long does it last? Like about a day. A little less. It kind of like wears off towards the end of the shot. And we're just playing video games. So in this case, oh, she's going to exercise. Actually, I advise you not to. Because we're going to be pretty worn down, I think. Now, another really important point. You're not going to be under heavy acceleration the whole time. There will be times where you are drifting. So you accelerate fast, then you drift, and then when you get close, you turn around and accelerate the other way. And all of this is done automatically for you. So when I first started to do torch drive transfer burns, I was very, very confused. Because about halfway there, I would stop being under heavy G burden. And I'd be like, my torch drive turned off. It's not off. You're just drifting. And then I was like, oh God, I have to slam the brakes. No, you don't. Leave it alone. The only time to interfere is if your reactor turns off. For whatever reason, it like trips off, something happens, or an impact or whatever that causes it to turn off. That's the only time where you have to replot a new course. So generally speaking, let it run, because it will accelerate, drift, and then turn around and accelerate the other way to stop. It does that automatically. It does it quite well too. Yeah. All right, Megan. So at this point, now that we're under torch burn, I can also do the accelerate time. Now, if I wanted to time accelerate, I probably don't want to be not wearing my suit. I know that was a double negative. I probably want to be wearing my suit. Because we're going to get hit. I kind of wanted to time 16 into my first micrometeorite. And then after that, I'm going to just accelerate time like this so that we can get there sooner. And in the top of the screen, you can see the astronomical unit distance from target as we approach. So it's flight path from Ganymede to Venus, and it gives you information in that regard. Stop trying to. Okay, you know what? No. Stop. Uninstall. No, where are you? Oh, God, you're not listening to me. Because you're not on duty. I should be, because I'm sleeping, off duty. Yeah, this is my fault. She's not listening to me, because she wasn't paid to. I don't want them exercising until we're in the drift phase, because I don't need them tired, like fatigued, until we're in the drift phase. Oh, there's a strike. So hit X. The reactor room. No, it's not the reactor room. What got hit? So I have the game paused, and a micrometeorite hit something, but I'm maybe a cooler? No. Often you can see trash outside where the strike happened. Maybe we didn't get hit. I'm a little confused. No, I hear hissing hardcore. I should probably put my suit on. Here, let me hit F1. That'll help. Oh, wait, no, that's not it. By the cryo? Everything looks intact there. All right, let me go into the center pod. If we go to the nav station, I can actually see. If we go to the comms console, unread messages. Oh, yeah, okay, that's old. Back to the nav console and click, where is it again? Ship logs. Maybe we didn't take a strike. Oh, impact detected. Yeah, we took a strike 2 minutes ago. I just think we shrugged it off or something? Because I'm struggling to see where we actually have damage. Because we're holding... We're holding atmo in the reactor room. We're holding atmo in the rest of the cabin. Gas levels are normal. It's warm in the reactor room, but that's normal. Like I said, the reactor's hot. So it's 25°C in there and 22 or 23 in the rest of the ship. Yeah, I have no idea where we took a strike, but it was not a... It wasn't damaging. The antennas are fine. Gas levels are fine. Everything's fine. So we took a micrometeorite somewhere, and apparently it was a glancing blow. It didn't do anything. Here's their damage overlay. I don't see any damage anywhere. Truly, there's no damage. Coolers are good. Yeah. Nothing. Nice. The flashing light is just thermostat saying the reactor room's hot, but like, of course it's hot. It's a freaking fusion reactor. It's gonna be hot. All right. You are going to read. You're already skilled. Okay. Robotics, already skilled. Ship engineering, probably already skilled. Guess I don't need those books. Yeah, congrats. I guess you just stand there. Yeah, the temperature in there is holding at about 25, 26. If it goes up, I could always move a cooler. But that's normal. Take it from my experience. That's just is normal. Not a big deal. How about we do this? We are going to go move stacks of food from the outside to the inside so that in the case that we don't want to go out there for whatever reason, we've got food on the inside. And then I kind of wanted to play through my first micrometeorite strike, which is why I'm not time accelerating, because time accelerating obviously would be the efficient way to get there. But this, you know, I wanted to deal with the repairs and all that. No, we had ox bottles over here. I haven't blown them all up, just most of them. Pick up books, bring in water. I think my character needs electrical engineering, but not robotics. Let's see. I need both robotics and electrical, so I need those books. I don't need spaceship engineering though, but it's not taking up a lot of precious room at the moment. So I also don't. It is not a big deal. There's still floor space for now. No, I didn't mean to stop that. Drop it. moving all the grav pens that are bought inside. And, yeah, if you really want, I'll move the space engineering book out, because no one needs it. It's not to say I want to sell it, because what if Megan dies, and I replace her with someone that doesn't have that skill? I'm not saying it's likely. I'd probably sooner save scum than keep playing, but you never know. I like how we just lining the floor with drugs. You might not like this, but this is peak performance right here. Let's grab the ox bottles, too. It could be important. My suit's battery is 61%, so I'll swap that out next. But the speed at which we're traveling now is probably pretty... I mean, the longer we wait, the more we're accelerating, right? We're under pretty heavy acceleration. Constantly. So we're just speeding up and up and up and up and up. Put my shame away. Oh, I should move water in. These big flat... I probably bought way more water than I really need. Because these big flasks have a lot of water in them. But it would be very sad to go from, like, K-Leg to Venus and then die on the way because we ran out of water. That'd be pretty stupid. So, I over-prepared rather than under-prepared. Alright. Everything's tidied up. I'm gonna eat this trenchers. Yum, yum, yum. I can put the parasaur down. I don't owe her any money. Yeah. You died of dehydration your first transit? Yeah, I bought a lot of water. I think you might know what happened to me, too. I'll be honest. I may have done the same thing. So here is proof. It really hasn't climbed even a 100th of a degree past what it previously was. It's being cooled. If we want to check up on the nav, we are traveling at 184 kilometers a second. Moving at 3.1 or 3.81 Gs. Yeah. And we're flying. Oh. I'm unconscious. Blacked out. I think this is because the grab pen's wearing off. So... there we go. I'm conscious again. There we go. Good. Nothing like a oopsie daisy. I done knocked myself out. Yeah, grab pens don't last that long. That's why I bought a bajillion of them. You could ration them out as long as it's not fatal G's, where the person in control has them and the other person just like lays as a unconsciously. As long as they're still getting blood to the brain, is fine. If you blacked out and didn't take another one, so you can temporarily regain consciousness. You can kind of just like jog your way up to consciousness. But it depends on whether or not you're accelerating under fatal high G or just is knocking you unconscious. So if you're trying to transfer burn, like literally at the bleeding edge of speed or whatever you want to call it, and your grab pen wears off and you can't regain and you don't regain consciousness, you'll eventually lose circulation to brain and you'll die. So that's why I don't go max speed, because it's a little dangerous. Alright, my character is a little hungry though, and I know that there's actually good food in this fridge. I'm gonna grab it. Let's eat the kebab. Thank you for tuning in to Ostranauts, which originally streamed live on Twitch January 11th and January 12th as a marathon, continuing where we left off in the December marathon of Ostranauts as well. If you have any feedback or questions for me, let me know in the comments below. If you'd like to catch a live stream of mine, Rhadamant.com has my stream schedule and countdown timers to upcoming streams. If you would like to join my online gaming community on Discord, Rhadamant.com has a link to it, as does the description of this video. Thank you so very much for tuning in. Special thank you to my Twitch subscribers, Patreon patrons, people that turned out to join in on the marathon, and also viewers like you that support the channel and made it all the way to the credits. Thank you so very much. I hope to catch you next episode or an upcoming stream. Farewell, my fellow astronauts.